So I just wanted to remind everybody, remember those dinosaur cat plushies Pet Simulator 99 recently came out with? It redirects you to walmart.com. But guess what? It's actually $10 for the doll. You get the doll and then you get the code to put into Pet Simulator 99, and on top of it, Pets Go. So guys, I don't know how long this deal is gonna last for, but it's like a $30 doll for 10 bucks, which is crazy. I ended up buying another one, and that one's gonna be used for a giveaway. So let's talk about the raffle system that's currently inside of the game right now. You can use huge pets or any of the stat pets that are available inside of the game, such as this one little Lincoln log right here, all the way down to huge pets, whether they are golden, rainbow, rainbow shiny, or even the normal base. The more pets that you enter, the higher of a chance that you get in order to win one of these little guys right here. Now, the biggest question is, how many are needed in order to go ahead and even remotely have a chance of getting the Titanic, yet alone the huge pet? Well, last night, I decided to do a massive trade with somebody named Fluffy for a bunch of huge pets. And we're talking about hundreds of millions of gems that went into this video to go ahead and conduct this test. I, again, decided to do it again this morning. So I spent a few hundred million on this, and we'll give or take at least 500 to 600 million to basically go ahead and do this. So in reality, this probably cost me $1 billion plus gems to go ahead and see if it is worth your time to enter this. Now keep in mind, this is primarily just going to be for the huge pet. Whether you get the Snowflake Dominus or not, you do need to enter these raffle systems in order to get the snow globe ornament that's necessarily needed for your Christmas tree in order to rebirth to the next birth for the tree itself and have a chance of essentially getting a huge Lincoln log, which right now don't exist very much inside of the game, so it is very expensive to consistently keep updating the Christmas tree itself. So keep that in mind when we are doing this. So let's go ahead and get started. Probably check my mail. I have not been paying attention to this since yesterday. Now, I do have three letters from Triple, which I'm actually scared of doing. I have been recklessly spending so many gems for these, and I'll be honest, I'm scared. Merry Triplemas, Scary Meow, and Bank. Oh no. I'm scared. Oh my god, dude, Triple. Oh my gosh, thank you. Scary. Oh, dude, yes, thank you. That we can use for Bobmas. And for this one, I am so scared to open these at this point, guys. I'm not even joking. Oh my god. Thank you. And thank you so much for a giveaway or sell for gems. Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you, Prox. Thank you. I'll have to check these later on and definitely go through these snow globe ornament things again on the trees so I could send out some more huge pets. So thank you so much, Triple. I literally just got all my gems back from buying all these huges. Thank you. So as I make my way slowly down to the very last area, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Secret Santa section and explain how this necessarily works. Now, in order to get any type of snow globe thing, little ornament, such as this one right here, you do need to sacrifice your pets inside of this event section here. So last night, I ended up getting this huge Snowflake Dominus that's rainbow. Now, the current amount that it's actually going for is definitely somewhere near the amount that I spent last night, excluding today. So keep that in mind when we are going to be doing this. So for every huge that you end up putting inside of it, I get 5,000 points each. So yes, this is rather expensive, especially if you're just trying to essentially get some of the ornaments. Let's say that you're deciding to just not really care about the huge pet that is behind here and the Titanic itself. Let's hypothetically pretend. Also, as a reminder, just in case if you guys are actually free to play and do not have the ability to essentially get a ton of these huges, right? Well, you can use the small baby stat pets that you get at the very last egg, whether you hatch them yourselves or if you want to go ahead and purchase these in the trade hub at the masses. Though I do not know how much these are currently going for, I would imagine these would be extremely expensive over time. So for this one, I could actually earn 185,000 points. And if I want to include my huge honey badger that I just bought, 190,000. Of course, the more that you add that is a little bit more extravagant on your huge pet list, whether it's shiny, rainbow, or golden, stuff like that, you do get more points. But of course, these are things that you don't really want to enter because of the valuation that they hold versus just the small little baby ones. So 27 minutes before the next winner is chosen. So let me go ahead and see what the percentage rate would be if I were to enter maybe 40,000 worth in this. So I have a 46% chance of winning just the regular huge Dominus versus barely not even half. This is like what, half of a percent basically of getting this. So just to be able to have a chance of at least attempting to get the Titanic is just very minimal. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the additional ones because why not? So you guys can physically see how high it can go. Okay, so now we are at a 2% chance of essentially basically getting this. Now, this is almost near 3%. 3% is better than no percent. But I believe the more that the total points end up going up, I believe this goes down more. This kind of works the same way as the millionaire raffle with the turtle. I don't know what it is inside of there. I think it's an owl, but it works the same way essentially, except for this one you do have to sacrifice huge pets for. Now, if you're entering to basically get the Titanic, you have to throw billions inside of it to at least have a remote chance of getting the Titanic. Otherwise, you're going to be getting this huge, which is not worth doing all of that for. Remember, if you're doing this just for the snow globe ornaments, this is the amount that I was currently given for all those huge pets. So at the end of the day, you guys are going to have to value your Christmas tree, or you save your huge pets to just not maybe do this specifically. I'm a little shocked though, because out of all of those huge pets, I was only able to just get these, and it looks like I only got 3. So for me, obviously, because I am doing this just as a test for everybody to kind of see, this is probably something that I'm not going to do too much of unless there is a rainbow variant or a shiny variant at the top. And even then, it's probably just going to be to basically get clan points, which is here. If it wasn't for the fact that the Titanics and the Huges did not exist, I would probably just do this just for the ornaments and honestly for the clan itself. Right now, I'm not even attempting to try to get these anymore. I just want to get clan points and I just need to get ornaments. So it looks like my Christmas tree isn't even here anyway, so I can't really rebirth, decorate, do what I need in order to basically see what I'm able to do with this. So we can't really do anything. But once you do get those ornaments that you do need, I believe I need 11 in order to rebirth. Now that's going to cost me a lot of gems to have that attempt. So once you do have a chance of basically getting this once you rebirth. The problem is it's going to cost a lot of players out there billions of gems, hundreds of millions of gems, which to me at this point wouldn't be worth it too much at all, just because given the fact that I threw all those huge pets in there for 3 ornaments. 3! But the nice part is at least all of those huges are going to go to players out there as a secret Santa. So that's definitely a plus on their side, because at least it wasn't yeeted into the void and they're forever gone. At least those huge pets will go to other players within the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this to the actual entry for the Rainbow Huge and for the Rainbow Titanic. Alright, so this was for particularly last night. Now, as you can tell, there's a lot of huge pets that I did sacrifice for this, and these were all the huge pets that I spent hundreds of millions of gems on with Fluffy. To be honest, I did not mind doing this at all. Remember this is completely to test this out. So you guys can basically see what is going on and what are your chances like if you were to use the same amount of huge pets. As you can tell, that's a pretty good number. Granted, it's still 50-50. So I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice one more huge for this, and maybe a few other ones that I ended up buying in the trade hub. I bought a lot, so I kept a few of them. Of course, at the end of the day, it's still a chance, right? So we're gonna go ahead and sacrifice a little bit more, because I want that to be a little bit more higher. I want it to be above 50%, because it's going to be a coin flip, essentially. And after all the time has passed by, I was freaking out. I was a little afraid because nothing was happening until I saw confetti. Confetti is a good thing, right? So I took a picture and I posted it in my Discord saying like, what could this mean? Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever seen confetti in my entire life on Pet Simulator 99. So I assumed that I won something. Essentially, it's not gonna pop up at the start of the picking of the winners and stuff. So what I do is I reload the game and I hope that that the game refreshes this and I'm awarded something. So I'm gonna go ahead and reload real quick and we'll go from there. So after reloading and going back into the event section, I was awarded the Rainbow Huge Dominus. Now, the wrap itself last night, I believe, was 1 billion gems. Granted, now it's not worth that much. It's probably worth half of this now. So the more that these are rewarded, the lower it will go in wrap. Of course, at the end of the day, I am not going to make all my gems back by basically selling this huge. However, this again is primarily to just test this out so you guys can see what the chance rates between how many huges you need to sacrifice to at least have a chance of getting the huge, and seeing how many snow globes you get out of this event for sacrificing your huge pets. So we are back in the live section of this video. So this is the huge Dominus that I was rewarded last night. As you can tell, the wrap went down dramatically, and even from an hour ago it was around 700 million or so, and it's continuously starting to go down rapidly. And of course, I was correct about this system. So it's going to work the same way the raffle does inside of the rich section of the Void World area. So remember it used to say 2%? Well, it's starting to go down now. And every time this number decides to go near 0, this is going to go down dramatically. Obviously, I still have a chance of winning the normal Snowflake Dominus, but with the wrap of 33 million, this is definitely not going to be worth my time to do it again. So remember, unless you are doing this to refresh your Christmas tree, meaning that you're going to rebirth it consistently, and you find it to be worth millions and hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of gems to go ahead and do that, that is completely up to the player that is actually doing this. Of course, you do need to do it for your clan battle regardless, so remember that as well. So unless you're trying to do it for the rebirths and your clan, it's probably better to go ahead and save those huge pets to sell to buy the Snowflake Dominus. Right now it's going for 11.5 billion gems, and the amount that you do have to sacrifice probably would need to equate to the amount of what this is actually worth. Obviously, you could just go buy the huge inside the trade hub, just at the base of 33 million. So it doesn't really matter. And it's continuously starting to go down and down and down. So now it's not even at near 2% anymore. But what happens if I were to sacrifice another huge pet? Let's use our badger. I bought him today, but it's okay. We can go buy another one. So that number went up just very slightly, nothing too dramatically crazy, and it went down. So for me, this is probably not something I'm going to go ahead and do to attempt to try to get any of these here. It's probably just going to be for the snow globes that you're seeing right here, and it's going to be for the clan battle that is currently going on. So as the timer went out, as you can tell, the number for the Titanic went down dramatically enough for me to be like, well then, I don't think we're gonna have that remote chance anymore. 2% was better than 1%. So new winners were chosen, and obviously you guys saw confetti for the very last second. So I ended up getting a regular huge Snowflake Dominus. Now, with the amount of huges that went into this, it is completely not worth it if you're trying to just get the huge pet out of this. And to be honest, even for the rainbow one, it's probably not worth it either. So definitely, you want to do this in order to just get the ornaments or for your clan. There was somebody that I saw on Twitter that actually had 1 million tickets inside of this, and they still didn't get anything. And I believe they had an 80% chance of getting the Titanic. So I could imagine how many gems they put into the raffle to basically not get a Titanic, which, you know, that is the risk that everybody is going to be taking if they choose to go this route. So I'm going to go ahead and take the time today to go ahead and look at all the ornaments as from my previous video, how to get a free huge from the Christmas ornaments. What I mean is, all you have to do is literally go get an ornament, whether you have one or you can go buy one in the trade hub, just leave that there and leave Bob Miss is here. Or you could just say Bob Miss, just in case if it doesn't let you fit everything. everything, or if there's a filter system, I will take either or. Every day I will be checking the Christmas trees and the ornaments, and if I find yours, I will go ahead and send you a huge pet. And until then, today's question is, do you find the new raffle system worth it? For me, it's not worth it for the Titanic or for the huge, but it is absolutely necessary for me and my clan. And until then, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye everyone!